Hey everybody, it's Michael from Replica Airguns with another tabletop airsoft pistol review. A few of you have been asking me if I still review those 4.5mm steel BB guns. I sure do, just kind of depends what comes across my table. Currently, a lot of airsoft products are at my disposal, so that's what I'm reviewing right now. But as soon as I get more steel BB pistols or the 4.5mm steel BB pistols, I will review them for you, don't worry. Alright, so today we are looking at the Umarex Beretta Elite 2 and the HK45, again, CO2 Airsoft BB pistols. They use the 6mm plastic Airsoft BBs, not the 4.5mm steel BBs. Now there isn't any shooting in this video. I have not done any shooting tests or field tests for these guns yet. I will be doing one shortly. Since I'm already doing my tabletop review as a pair, I will also do my shooting review as a pair. Now both of these airsoft pistols are available in our Canada Replica Airgun store, and both are fairly affordable. I won't tell you the price because the price changes and I can't use a time machine to go back in time to change the price in this video that's posted at the time that it's posted. So again, I don't have a time machine. If I did, I would for sure put the price in here for you. Alright, let's get into some of the specifications. Both of these airsoft pistols are non-blowback metal and plastic build. And of course, they're the black versions, not the clear versions, but they do have red tips on them, as you can see. They both use 12-gram CO2 cartridges, and they both shoot 6mm plastic airsoft BBs. And they both also have 15-shot metal stick magazines. Now, the Beretta weighs in at 1.5 pounds, or 680 grams, and the HK45 weighs 1.36 pounds, or 620 grams. The Beretta Elite 2 has a claimed FPS of 380 and the HK45 has a claimed FPS of 420. Now both of these guns are replicas of real steel pistols, the HK45 being a pretty darn accurate one of the real steel HK45 in pretty much every detail, at least cosmetically looking. The Beretta is kind of a 92 hybrid, kind of a combination of a few guns, but it is based on the Beretta 92 series. Again, both of these guns are distributed by Umarex, and they're both made in Taiwan. Alright, I want to compare a couple guns really quickly. We have our Beretta Elite 2 here, and this is the steel BB version. So really the only difference you're going to be able to see is this orange tip. Now, why does this airsoft version have an orange tip and the steel BB version doesn't? Well, because in the US, most airsoft guns, pretty much if you're going to sell them, have to legally have this orange tip, and these guns probably come by way of Umarex in the USA, so they put that orange tip on it. In Canada, we don't need the orange tip on our airsoft guns if they shoot over a certain FPS, which these do, but because they're distributed through the US, it's just put on there. Now in US and Canada, 4.5mm steel BB pistols do not require an orange tip, so that's pretty much the reason why, okay? These guns really are identical in every way. I don't really need to show you too much because I'm going to be showing you the airsoft version in detail in a second. Really the only difference would be the size of the barrel. You can see here, well, it's pretty hard to tell, but the barrel on the airsoft version is going to be a little bit wider internally, or have a little bit wider diameter barrel, and the actual hole on these guys will be a little bit different too, because one's for BB and one is for airsoft, okay? So, but you could put the magazines in each other's guns, mix it up by mistake, so be careful. Alright, I don't have an HK45 in steel BB, but I do have this HK USP. It is a little bit different gun. Both of these guns come, I believe, in airsoft and steel BB versions through Umarex, including the 45 and the USP. I just don't happen to have, again, the steel BB version of the 45. But they're both, you know, HK sort of designed looking guns. This particular one has a full-size dropout mag, which is nice, okay, but it doesn't have a metal slide, whereas this version, the HK45, has a metal slide, but it has a stick magazine. Both really nice guns. Now before I do my walk around, I just want to quickly show you the packaging. It's not really that exciting. So we have plastic clamshells with some basic specifications on them, right? You got some warranty information. The Beretta Elite does have some BBs that come with it, okay? Information on the back. Just your basic clamshell, nothing exciting. And the HK45, same clamshell, basic information on the packaging, warranty information inside, right? That kind of thing. Nothing exciting there. They both have their manuals. We're not going to get into them too much, but you know, you can learn how to load it, take care of it, put it on safety, all that kind of stuff, how to aim it, things not to do. Beretta has a little manual here with some specifications. One of the fold-out ones, these ones are a little more awkward. But again, all the information you need to know to operate this pistol. So we're going to do a quick walk around for both guns just to go over some of the main features and things. There we go. Alright, so here's the left side. We've got our Elite. Right. None of this is operational, it's just molded. We do have a rail. Right. This is also molded, so the safety is not operational. It does have a metal trigger, which is double action. And if I put that over here, even the hammer's molded, right? You pull that back to get at your CO2. You have a plastic tab in here. Really haven't had any problems with plastic tabs. They're generally pretty good. Stick magazine, as I already kind of showed you. Gravity allows it to come out, okay? There's your grips. Okay. Got your seam running through it. It's basically molded plastic slapped together. Again, your rail. Take a look at the right side. Again, you got your Beretta licensing, some warning instructions here. There's your safety. Again, all this is molded in. The hammer's molded in. The safety's molded in, or this one at least. That one isn't, but it's not where it really would be. We have our rear sight. Okay. Front sight has a white dot. Again, that red tip. Again, recessed barrel. Don't mind that bird outside. Just live on a farm, you get all kinds of crazy noises. If you can hear that chirping, that is a blue jay. Part of the crow family. A little nicer than most crows though. Okay, so really not a lot of metal, but it does have pretty good weight, 1.5 pounds. Some metal internal parts, obviously metal barrel, metal magazine. You can see actually, I pull that, there's a lot of metal inside here. So nice and tight, which is good. You want that to be very tight, otherwise it's going to come apart pretty easy. Alright, let's put that guy down. And let's take a look at the HK45. Again, this one here, there it is. This one here, metal slide with your HK45 licensing on it. Okay, all metal slide. It's nice and cool to the touch. You do have a working safety in the actual position that you'd have it, but again, molded in hammer, molded in slide catch, Picatinny rail, which is nice. You do have ambidextrous magazine release, stick mag again. Now this one has the CO2 tab down there. To get at your CO2, you pop the cover open. Okay, to get at your CO2. A little nicer, I think, than the Elite. This gun's a little lighter. Does have a metal trigger. Right, you do have this nice metal serial number plate there, which is kind of cool. And again, more H&K licensing. Does have the warning instructions, but it's not too, you know, it's not too crazy. It's not really that obvious. And then if we can get that to focus, you do have some Umarex markings there. And actually, hold on, what is that? It's so hard to see. License trademark of Heckler and Koch. And so you also have right down there, okay. These screws are your mold screws. The Beretta has them too, by the way. Right, molding screws. That's how it's put together, it's screwed together on both sides. Right there as well. Okay. You can see that a little better. Recessed barrel. Focus on that. HK45. Alright, let's take a look at the sights. Right, white dot front and back. Pretty nice overall guns. Alright, let's talk a bit about some of the pros and the cons. I really can't comment so much on shooting, how they shoot exactly. We'll find out the feet per second performance using .20 gram BBs, and we'll find out how accurate they are from 30 feet out in the semi-rested position when I do that test. But what I can say for now, we'll go over some of the pros of the things that I can talk about. Both are fairly low priced. Both have drop-out metal stick magazines, so if you get some extras, you can preload those and just keep shooting, especially if you're doing some sort of airsoft battle. Having some mags preloaded will help out. Both have tactical rails for adding on accessories like tactical light or laser. Both are fully licensed through Umarex. Both have pretty decent weight to them considering there's a fair bit of plastic in them. The HK45 does have a metal slide and white dot sights front and back. The Elite 2 has a white dot front sight. A few cons for both guns. Both guns are double action only, so they do have the longer, slightly heavier trigger action. Both guns have non-working hammers, and that's going to basically stop them from shooting in single action if you wanted to. Neither gun has a working slide or blowback, of course, and both guns have the red tips since they're distributed through the US. And lastly, neither gun has adjustable sights, which is pretty common for a low-cost gun like this. Alright, that wraps up this tabletop review of the Umarex Beretta Elite 2 and HK45 CO2 Airsoft pistols. Don't forget to come down to replicaAirguns.com. I will have a link in the description of this video so you can check out my written post that'll have additional photos, specifications, some more information about these guns. I'll also have links in the description to buy them through our Replica Airguns Canada store. Don't forget to subscribe before you head out. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. And if you're interested in airsoft guns, BB guns, pellet guns, blank guns, knives, or accessories, then check out our online Canada and US Replica Airgun stores. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.